GreATLMarket, where visions grow. For the GreATL.com, the place to go. Virtual tours, photos, and more. Call 404-988-70851.
So how I would like to be addressed when people walk in, I would love for them to actually call me Healthy Sister. I feel like it has a good connotation. Like if you walked up and said, I'm like, welcome into the Healthy Sister. How you doing, Healthy Sister? And I say it back to another sister, how you doing, Healthy Sister?
Right.
I feel like it's going to make her, provoke her into feeling like a healthy sister.
Okay.
So you want me to practice on you? Welcome into the Healthy Sisters.
How you doing, Healthy Sister?
I feel good, Healthy Sister. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
You see, it kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of puts you exactly where you need to be as a healthy
Right.
sister.
My name is Alfreda. I would like to be addressed as the Healthy Sister. I believe that when individuals walk into our facility, they will be able to identify once they look around and see all the great options they have,
Right.
which are healthy.
Right.
How you doing, my Healthy Sister?
Yeah, how you doing, Healthy Sister? I think
great.
it's going to catch on good, and I think it's going to be great for merch.
Right.
Like, I think any woman wants to be known as a healthy sister. Because when we came up with the idea of Healthy Sister, it was very much about being healthy. Healthy, not just what we eat, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically.
Right.
Being an actual healthy woman. What it looks like for us to have a healthy relationship as sisters. So Healthy Sister is not just for us, it's for
Not
women,
for-
period.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
any man that comes into the business as well, you know, because we belong to God. We are each other's brothers and sisters. Technically, we are Christian women. So Healthy Sister, that means I'm not going to harm you because I'm healthy enough to handle you. And you
I
want
like
that
that.
type of person cooking
I like
your
that.
food. I do too. Yeah.
Okay. What inspired me to decide to go into business with my sister, with the Healthy Sisters, is that I was diagnosed with diabetes. So I started a healthy journey on my own. I started walking. I started using alternative. Instead of fried foods, I started eating grapes and watermelon and things that are great for your system and overall. Not eating fried foods, and I have the proud to say that I lost 65 pounds, and I'm still on this healthy journey.
And you look pretty hot.
Thank you, sister.
Sure, Healthy
So-
Sister. So what inspired me to open a healthy food restaurant is because me and my sister were going into business together, and her health was uttermost important to me, as mine is too. So I've always struggled with weight. I know in our community, most people love like a big shapely woman, but nothing wrong with being shapely, but I don't want to have swollen ankles.
Right.
And I don't want to have to wear a girdle every time I get dressed. I don't want my back to look like a bus can of biscuits. It is what it is. I prefer to be healthy, right? Food tastes wonderful. It does. So with that being said, I wanted this restaurant to be the new sexy alternative to fast food. So the food will be seasoned very well, but nothing will be fried. So it was important that I help my sister remain on track, help my own self remain on track, because I'm constantly trying to be in the gym, working and wanting to be healthy. So that's what my inspiration is, truly being the sexy alternative to fast food. I want to be healthy. I want to eat good. I want my food to taste good. You want your food to taste good?
The taste has to be on your palate.
It has to be on the
number
palate. I need the food to taste good. Clock that. Hello, young people say clock that.
Clock
T.
that.
I need it to taste good, but I want it to be healthy.
Right.
I believe a lot of people in our community want healthy food. They don't want unhealthy food.
They don't.
Right? And then having so many children, the drive-through is expensive,
one. Very.
and the food is dead.
And
Right?
it does not taste well at all.
It doesn't taste well.
And it's unhealthy.
And it's unhealthy. And again, it costs too much.
Right.
It's much better for me to cook at home, make something affordable, plan my meals out, make it healthy. They can have seconds, and it doesn't cost me a lot of money, and it doesn't make my children.
they
I don't want to
enjoy
teach
it.
them to be unhealthy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, my aha moment is when I had my son. So he is 26 now. However, I wasn't the best cook then. So my grandmother is a chef, and she's from Leeds, Alabama. And he did this. I made something for him to eat, and he did this. And I was like, I know you're not trying to embarrass me.
And your grandmother
And my
was hysterical
grandmother was,
laughing.
yeah, she was laughing. And that moment, I started asking her for her recipes, and this is how it all started. The best cook recipes ever.
She could cook so good.
Could cook so anything by hand. Her special ingredients, whipping things up. So I've learned a lot of her recipes that way. So that is my aha moment to cooking.
To cooking better.
Yeah.
She didn't use recipes
At all.
I remember being in her kitchen. She would just cook.
A lemon meringue pie by hand.
So an aha moment for me is when I adopted all my boys, and I'm realizing food costs a lot to eat out with this many kids.
Right.
So I decided at that point I'm gonna cook, but I had a lot of kids. I didn't get food stamps or anything. So going to church, they had the food pantry. So aha moment, I'll get all these food, but the food pantry is not like going to the grocery store. Whatever you got, you had to cook. Aha moment, I learned to cook everything very well. My grandmother, coming from North Carolina, from Walhalla, South Carolina, I apologize, could cook so well, right? So aha moment, she had to cook what she had and make it taste good.
Grandmother's empowerment.
Grandmother's empowerment. So I'm my grandmother to the 10th power. I learned how to cook whatever it was I had. And being I didn't have a lot of money to do a lot of things, cooking was something I could give my kids and make it 5-star, right? So I would just say, kiddie brunch, we're having a kiddie brunch. And they look forward to the brunches that I put together with what I had. And from there, I was like, my kids like my food.
You want to something.
Baby, I was going to become a #1 chef and impress my children.
Right. I believe our community does need a Healthy Sisters restaurant. It's important that we give back to the community. A certain amount of women are embarrassed to tell that they have hypertension, diabetes, lupus, all of these different things. And a certain amount of those disparities are because of the way they were eating. So for us to give back to the community, show them a better way to eat, a healthier way to eat without fried foods. I remember my grandmother making fried foods all the time. The seasonings is different back then. She used lard, she used salt, she used sugar, she used anything, K-Raw syrup. So we don't use those things today because they're not healthy for us. So in our community, women need to know that you can still be beautiful, you can still be healthy, you can still do whatever you need to do, but however, you need to take a different alternative to changing the seasonings that should be in your food.
Okay. I know our community needs a restaurant like this. I feel like as women, when we look good, we feel good. So that's attached, right? I feel like sometimes we get a lot of animosity as women when you're not feeling your best. I know I feel my best when I eat better, when I move more, when I exercise, when I drink more water, when I'm like the sun, right? I'm being healthy. I'm sharing healthy with you. Our community needs it because almost everybody I know either has high blood pressure, hypertension. One of my grandmothers died from high blood pressure. I'm in my 50s. I'm fortunate that I don't have any of those things, but I don't want to practice things that would bring that to me either. Aha moment for me at the gym when I go to swimming class, because when I was even heavier, I went to swimming class to help bring my weight down, and all of the women had knee surgery. They had the line on their knee, or they had hip replacements, and that was from them telling me I was so overweight I couldn't carry the weight. The weight damaged my body. So I had to have that aha moment and not be stuck in that. So we need this. I know my community, we like the way food is seasoned. We love the way food tastes.
Right.
So let's make it taste good and not harm them. Yes.
I am from Ossining, New York, which is in Westchester. I grew up in a Southern background. Once again, my grandmother was a chef. She worked for over 40 plus years cooking for different group homes, and she was the head chef. How this played a major role in my life is watching her sing in the kitchen while she's cooking. She gave so much love while she prepared her food. It made you know that it was made out of love. I don't blame her for anything because she was cooking out of love. So though she cooked with the lard and the salt and all of these things, it was made out of love. We sat down at the dinner table together, we talked, we laughed, and enjoyed the food. I remember her saying, Frida would eat 2 eggs. Baby, and a slice of toast. She would have a shape like mine.
When I came through the door,
Baby,
she said, look at my waist.
Look at my waist.
I told Frida to eat the 2 eggs. But wait a minute, ma'am, you just fried all
You
the good
just
chicken
fried
with
all
the
the good
lard.
chicken.
We don't want the
We
2
didn't
eggs.
have to cook at all. And at least and I was 29. She cooked every single night. We had to go to the grocery store just like you do now.
Cook every night.
Every single night for us. So, yes.
So I'm from Westchester, New York, a small town called Peekskill. Facts of Life, maybe you know it from Facts of Life, from Kim Fields, from Tootie being Tootie. So I'm from Peekskill, New York, and food played a big part of my life because, like your grandmother, my grandmother would cook. You know, living in a black family with not that much money, cooking was one of those things that you could do that encompassed the whole entire family, and we enjoyed each other. And my grandmother fried chicken with lard as well. And I'm telling you, as I got older and I stopped eating pork, baby, I had thought about it once or twice to fry the chicken in lard because I was like, am I ever going to be able to fry chicken that's good without lard? So,
Yeah. I think one thing that I bring to the table that makes our partnership work so well is that I am more reserved and quiet. I think that while you're preparing and doing what you need to do, I'm an observer. I analyze a lot. So what I bring to the table is not to be standoffish, but to allow you to make your decisions, but me to back it up to make sure that it runs smoothly. I think that once we collaborate the way we do, it's hard for someone else to intercede into what we have because we have mastered that plan so well. So what I bring to the table is my diversity, my strength, my love, how I admire and care for what you're doing to make this supersede anybody else's dream. So there we have it.
one thing that I bring to this table that makes this partnership so well is I'm a bulldog. I am serious about business. When it comes to me making sure that me, my sister, my children, and our family legacy is protected and I'm going to make money for my family, I'm a bulldog. I'm going to get out there and make sure people know what we have. We're able to sell it to you, how well it's going to taste. I feel like the marketing portion, portion.
You are.
Right? I'm going to make sure that we have a sale. I'm going to make sure our calendar is booked. I'm going to make everyone stay up until the project is done. I don't get tired when it comes to us winning.
Right.
I can look at the whole family knowing everyone in there is tired. I'm able to look at you with love and make you watch me pretend that I'm not tired so that way you can keep going. I'm great at that. I'm like, you have no time to be tired. We're not where we want to be. Not where we were, not where we want to be. I want more restaurants. I want my children not to have to work for people. I want you to be able to get on the plane and go see your granddaughter anytime you want to. I want to leave legacy for them, wealth for them. They never want to work for anybody ever again in this life. I want to buy you a white Range Rover.
I'll receive that.
Right? You know, I feel like we'll look good in some white Range Rovers. Say,
Yeah.
healthy sister. What do you think about that?
I agree.
Yeah, what kind of
I
car are
can
you
see-
going to buy me?
Range Rover.
Okay, all right.
White.
Definitely.
Yeah. If someone met my sister outside of the kitchen, they would honestly, off the rip, understand the importance of kindness, love, just giving. You have a giving heart. So by cooking, that ties into one because you have to put all that love and kindness into your food and your recipes. But what they have to realize is that there's no warm inside. You're either cold or hot.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah, you're either cold or hot, and they have to realize that the strength that you carry, just like you indicated several questions ago, is that you have to make sure your legacy is built on nothing less but always stacked high. So you don't have to dig down from below, but you're digging from this entity. So continue to do what you do.
That's good. That's good. If someone was to meet my sister out of the kitchen, I would tell you, you better off playing with me. Don't play with her. She's definitely my protector. She's the family person that's going to oversee things. I'll be smiling at you a mile a minute, and she's going to tell me that person doesn't like you in 1 second.
That's
right?
true.
I'm the more friendly one. I'm going to be friendly to people. She'll be able to tell me that person looked at you 3 times, blinked once, and sneezed. Like I'll miss it every time. So I would tell them, play with me. Don't play with her.
Right.
She's not the one. Not that she's not friendly, but as it relates to us, she's always going to pay attention to what you're bringing to us. If you're either there to add to us, there to harm
take
us,
away.
to take away from us, right. I'll be like, oh
agree.
no, she's nice. You'll be like, she ain't gonna like you in 72 hours. And every time, the person won't like me in 72 hours. So play with me, not with her.
Right.
What would set our restaurant apart from other restaurants in Atlanta is that we're a family-owned business. We're a Black woman-owned business. We're not from Atlanta. Also, we're cooking with straight love. Like, I feel like we've done this enough to know what people actually want. You're going to receive respect when you come here, admiration. We're grateful that you even spend with us. You could spend anywhere. The hospitality, our work ethic is unmatched. It's definitely unmatched. We've had to work up against some situations where we didn't have anything to work with, and we made it work. We would come at different things and say, wow, I can't believe that worked. We made this much money in that work. We've worked in the deficit, so we know how to work in the positive. I think that's going to set us apart. Our work ethic, the love and joy we want you to feel when you come inside of our business. Definitely our recipes. We've combined Leeds, Alabama with Walhalla, South Carolina, meets each other at the road. So bring the different recipes from our grandmothers together, because that's where we get these recipes from. And we've combined them. So that's going to set us apart.
They're unmatched.
They're unmatched. Like every time we go out to eat salmon, I hate everyone's salmon. Like I want our salmon. It's always juicy. It's
so
warm,
tender.
it's friendly, it's so tender. We're like, wait a minute.
It's missing something.
It's missing something. It's dry. The recipes we develop because we don't want to become unhealthy. That's going to set us apart. I feel like a lot of places have so-called healthy food, but it's boring. Our food is colorful, it's friendly, tasteful,
and healthy.
and the love you're going to get for eating
The
here.
big part.
The big part, yeah.
The atmosphere is going to be unmatched. The love that we exude right now, it just extends to the customers. They're going to want to come back each and every time just because of our hospitality. What's going to stand out is you're not going to be able to ever walk into our establishment and we're like, how can I help you? It's always a greeting. There's always a salutation. There's always love behind it. So this is what's going to make it a positive effect for everybody in the community to come. It's going to be a word of mouth. Did you try the Healthy Sisters? They're unmatched. You got to go. You got to go in there and see what they're about. They're so nice and they're kind and they're friendly. That's what it's all about.
And you can't fake that type of energy.
You cannot.
You can't fake that type of energy.
Never.
No, you can't. People know when you really don't care about them.
Right.
People know when you're not happy to see them. People know when you don't respect them. You cannot fake that type of energy.
Ever.
You just can't. So we do have a signature dish that we started with when we first started with. It's called the cutie cabbage salad.
That's phenomenal.
So delicious. And you know who loves it the most? The vegans and the vegetarians. So another thing that's going to set us apart is that we have vegan vegetarian food as well. Often when we go out, people say there's nothing for us to eat.
Nothing for them to enjoy.
But the Healthy Sisters, we created the cutie cabbage salad. And it's an interesting salad because most brown people, like us, are not good with dairy. We love dairy. We love macaroni and cheese, honey. We went to 7 cheese macaroni and cheese. It's deadly for us. Makes everyone's stomach hurt. Everybody has gas.
You're bloated.
You're bloated. You got mucus. So we made a nice non-dairy salad that is so delicious. We're not going to share the recipe online right now.
No, you better not.
Okay, right. Wait for the cookbook.
Right.
Clock that T. It's non-dairy, and it's delicious. It's filling.
Refreshing.
It's refreshing. It's crunchy. It's everything your palate needs. And guess what? It doesn't make you gain weight.
At all.
It's a win-win. How we make healthy, filling, flavorful, and fun. Just like being a black woman. Honey, you know how we could dress up and maybe sometime not even have money to dress up? It's flavorful, it's filling, and it's fun. You know, it's something we naturally know how to do.
Right.
Our creative ingenuity it's unmatched.
It is.
How we make it so good, we know how to season it natural because cooking is something you do with love. I don't want some mean old woman cooking over my food or mean old man cooking over my food, right? So
Not going to taste well at all.
it's not, Frida. It's not going to taste well. So how we know how to do it, we naturally. We're like our grandmother. I don't write measurements down. We will for the cookbook. But, you know, I know how to season
That's
from my
facts.
wrist. And then my sister be looking and say, that needed more cilantro. And I'll say to her, no, that needed more butter or less this or less that without writing it down. So a lot of times we cook and say, we should have wrote that down. It tastes so delicious.
Right.
That pasta salad I made this weekend, I fed it to 3 different crowds. It was the crowd pleaser.
It
So
was
I know
delicious.
So
I
delicious.
can't tell you those ingredients
No, I
either.
can't. And it wasn't the basic pasta salad.
Right.
But everybody who ate it was like,
In heaven.
in heaven.
Well, once again, the restaurant will be a delight for all, not just for people who are diagnosed with different stages of illnesses. However, this is for if you just want to stop by and get a nice salad. If you're driving past and you was just finished working out, oh, let me come get one of those great smoothies. So at the end, the restaurant will have a lot of pluses and guarantees and health benefits and health awarenesses. Well, it's going to blow a lot of people's minds.
It is.
It's going to make individuals stop and think, I can eat that, just a different alternative. It's going to make men come in because they want to eat healthy as well.
They do. The brothers want to eat
Yeah,
healthy.
they want to eat healthy as
People
well.
want to eat healthy.
So the change is going to be mind-blowing for the community. And as you can see, there's nothing around here that's calling for healthy foods, and we are the calling.
Oh, okay. Well, our restaurant's going to impact the community beyond feeding people because one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to have a scholarship for women who just want to win, right? We want to help other women learn how to do an LLC. We want to help single mothers. We've both been single mothers. We want to help women in the community, homeless people. We feed the homeless all the time.
All the time.
So our restaurant will be a place where you could do community service. We're going to definitely be a second chance employer. Who cares if you got a felony? I want you to do nothing crazy like harming kids or hurting
Right.
other people. I ain't with that, hurting animals and stuff. Look, it's my restaurant. I'm
we
saying how I
want you to
feel.
win.
We want you to win. But everyone deserves a second chance, right? We started with different careers. Now we're restaurant owners. You know what I mean?
Right.
So being a second chance employer, I feel like we're going to be able to give people opportunities who need an opportunity and who is worthy of opportunity without judging them in this space.
I like that.
You do?
Yeah, I
Go
really
ahead.
do, because at this time and age, I received my bachelor's degree at 50 years old. So
Second
who's to
chance.
say that's a second chance for me? I allowed my son to go to private school and send him off to college. And I was like, wait a minute, chick, you need your own. So I had to come back into that. So who's to say that the second chance person can accomplish that as well?
I'm back in school to do my master's.
Right.
When I adopted my sons, I stopped school because I needed to take care of them. Found a school to take my 18 credits. That's a second chance. Who are we to like shun people from
Right.
not getting to their moment? I'm not a gatekeeper. I want the gate open. I don't know
Right.
what grade is going to come through the gate. But
Flood
if I,
it.
Yeah, let it flood. Let it open up, right? So that's the energy you're going to receive in this space.
Right.
We collaborate with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, we do.
We definitely feed the homeless.
Every Wednesday we feed the homeless. Every Wednesday we go into Atlanta and we have healthy food from mandarins, from grapes to oranges to
Cutie cabbage
cutie
salad.
cabbage, or we infuse waters, and they know that we're coming.
They know
that's
we're
the
coming.
best feeling that we can give one another,
Yes.
is giving back to the community.
Yes.
They come to the car, they're taking the food out, they know us
Helping
by
us,
name.
holding the door.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. What I love too when we go feed the unhoused, one of the things I love is they tell me, I'm vegan. I love that. And I say, stand up for yourself. Just because you're unhoused at the moment doesn't mean you want
Right.
to eat unhealthy.
Right.
So we feed so many vegan vegetarians that, and you'll hear people say, Ruth, whatever you bring. No, do you want me to just bring you any old thing?
Exactly.
Right. So I appreciate that they stand up for themselves and they ask me, now that they know they can trust us and that we're feeding them healthy food, bring me salad, and then I create these nice vinaigrettes. Forgive me. We create these nice vinaigrettes, mango vinaigrettes, strawberry vinaigrettes, pineapple vinaigrettes, all this stuff. And they wait.
absolutely
So
love
when they
it.
come, they start developing a whole nother line. Like I'm in the vegan vegetarian line, so we just made these nice rice dishes for them with these nice salads with these homemade
We
food.
pray with them.
We pray with them. And
Honey,
they're
we
so
laugh
happy.
and dance, turn the music on. We just make them feel so comfortable and loved.
And they make us feel comfortable because they're God's people.
Right.
Right? And you want people to meet you where you are.
Right.
And we also collaborate with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes. That's another beautiful.
That's another
We
beautiful.
just did an event
The
teaching them
etiquette
etiquette.
ball. That was really nice. Where we cooked for them. So giving back is huge for me. I'm a parent of a lot of adopted children, so giving back, and I'm an evangelist. Giving back is everything to me. I don't want people to ever feel left behind. That's not good.
It's not a good feeling. at all.
No, nobody needs to feel left behind. There's enough people in this world with resources. Help somebody. Stop thinking just about yourself and help somebody.
Yeah.
You'll get help helping somebody.
Blessed.
And we already do cooking classes. We've done a cutie culinary camp. We've done that a few times for young
We
people.
go to the different schools and
Go
the
to-
Conyers.
Go to different schools and cook with the kids. We also are looking forward to when we come into this space. We've already identified young people in our life who are going to actually be doing culinary classes here. So I'm looking forward to seeing the kids come in and cook. We cook with the children in our home, right? So we're all about teaching the kids how to cook. That's huge. And definitely several locations. This definitely won't be our only
no.
location.
No.
And they kind of will be the same, but a little kind of different.
A little snazzy jazzy.
Yeah, we need the food truck. We need the food truck
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
That's coming.
That's definitely coming, for sure.
I have to say that the advice that I would give is don't give up on your dreams. Start small if you have to. Allow that to flourish. Even if you've come into different obstacles, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Because there's a blessing. If God gave you that vision, allow it to flourish, allow it to grow. Like a beautiful rose, allow it to just blossom. Just like that. Allow yourself to see yourself in a different limelight. Yeah.
The first advice I would give to someone is stop asking people who God didn't give your vision to permission to do what you need to
I
do.
like that.
Don't
I like
ask
that.
them. Don't ask them. It's hard enough when you share it, you know, and your vision is bigger than their thoughts and they can't see it for you.
The jealousy.
Yeah, or why would you do it this way? Or why would you, right? Stop giving your vision to people that God didn't give the vision to. That's the first thing. You don't need permission to do something that God gave you permission to do. That's the very first thing. The second thing I would tell them is do not stop. We are a long way from when I said to you, hey, we need to make some money. I got this idea. I want to go for it. We needed to pay a bill. I said, let's go ahead and make some cakes. I'm going to take it to the park, the local park where the kids play. We hopped out. You know, my sister's more quiet than me. I said, well, look, we got to pay this bill. I hopped out. I said, listen, how you doing? I said, I'm Shelby Catering Cutie. We made a lemon pound cake. We was wondering, would you want to buy some? We need to repost that video.
Yeah.
We gave it to the sister. She ate it. She was like, man, this cake is good.
We did 3 cakes.
We did 3 cakes that day, and we came home with every amount of money we needed. So I said, Frida, we need to go try this again. So you're like, really?
It was a hit.
It was a hit. So now we started developing all different types of
Types of
recipes
cakes.
and desserts and different things, and we would come home each time sold out.
And at the basketball games, at the football games, we were
Everywhere.
out there.
And sometimes the people would be looking at us like, what they doing? Why they selling this? Well, it's 100,000 followers later, sitting in a restaurant space. You know, you got to keep going. You can't stop.
So I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler.
Let me reintroduce myself. I'm a restaurant owner.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just cannot stop.
You can't.
Can't let nothing stop you from your goal. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got a
And
vision.
here we are today.
Yeah, you don't execute it. That's something wrong with that.
Yeah. They should try our food for many reasons, but let me tell you about this salmon that I made. Baby, when I tell you, when you put it on your palate, the first bite, you're going to devour it. Then you're going to come back for some more. Let me tell you about our green beans. Can't tell you about the recipe.
Baby, them green beans, all you need is a piece of cornbread. Them green beans is deadly.
Baby, we have so many good recipes that
We do.
people enjoy, and we cook every single day for different companies,
Different people,
funerals, repasts, weddings, birthdays,
offices.
And let me tell you,
Kids' schools.
they're asking for these recipes like crazy.
Ask it. Well, you know what makes our recipes so good too, because we're both cooking it, right? So every time you cook it, I'll say, that needs a little more of this, that needs a little more of this, and we're able to feed off each other's constructive criticism
Right.
and our creative ingenuities out the sky. And keeping in mind, we're up late.
Very
Like,
late.
I wake my sister up in the middle of the night and be like, come taste this. You're like, girl. I'm like,
no,
get
you're
up.
not.
Look
I
what I
know
just
you're
cooked.
not doing this.
He's like, I know you're not. I know you're not. Come taste it. So that's one of the things, like, you need to try our food because, you know why?
And don't even think about that. We're on time. We're prompt. When you say you're scheduling us, honey, we're there an hour before, setting up food's hot and you're ready.
Yeah.
It's a lot of great perks with us.
And you know, I also need to try our food because we're entrepreneurs. We don't have anybody telling us what we can't try. Right? Usually when you go to other restaurants that are like chains, it's the same.
Right.
We got room to experiment. We curtail, catering and your food to your needs. Like, I have a question with you. I have blood pressure, diabetes. What you working with? You like dairy? What you working with?
Right.
And then I said, let me develop you something. And I'll say, that's a hit. I absolutely love it. So I would say definitely try our food because of our creative ingenuity is
Unmatched.
we're the boss. We're the boss. So
I like that,
we could,
boss.
Yeah, we could make it the way we need to make it for you.
And you're going to enjoy it.
You will. All right, I have to be honest. I hate when people ask me what's my favorite dish to
Yeah.
cook. I love to cook. I'm a beast in the kitchen. I don't have a favorite dish to cook. I cook so much well. But I would definitely say that I love to do a good curry catfish. I definitely love to do a good stuffed catfish.
Sapphire.
Yeah, I could do with other fish, but I just like catfish is tough. It might be like us Negroes, okay? Us black people. No, I like to stuff seafood. I do. I like playing with seafood. I like making double eggs with different shrimps or scallops on top. I'm a creative cook, so how I feel is how I cook, right? I love from not having a lot of money to cook when I develop all of the rices with different seafoods in them and different chicken, different beef in them.
Your Dorito nachos.
Oh, everyone loves when I make those nachos.
Your
the
dirty rice.
The dirty rice, the buffalo nachos, the different things that I've experimented with and took it to the next level. Definitely good. I cook a lot good. That's just my personality. I don't want to be locked into
You shouldn't be.
Okay, so I do have a whole nother role. I'm known as the sexiest chef in Atlanta, Shelter Catering Cutie. Hey, y'all. Okay, so how Shelter Catering Cutie got started, we were living in a house here in Atlanta, and we were renting the house. The lady decided to tell us at the last minute we needed to move. School had to start. I'm like, Frida, where are we getting this money from to move? Like, what's going on, right? My sister being nosy, I don't mean to call you nosy, but people might know. She pays attention to everything. She goes, there's a house right in the same subdivision, and we need to ask the person, can we get the house? So the man goes, yeah, you can get the house. We moved over a few doors down. Money was tight. We packed up our clothes and so we carried it down the street, right? We didn't even carry it down the street. One of my girlfriends, one of my good girlfriends, she rented a U-Haul truck for us and everything, moved down. And I was like, Frida, this job is here, but this is not making enough money to pay the bills. And it's no secret, I am cute. It's no secret. What you
We
think?
see you.
Okay.